evening.
With BBC Radio Solent.
Thank you, Sally. 23 minutes to 6 now, and getting married must be one of the proudest and happiest days of most people's lives. But the odds against one couple from Portsmouth hoping to tie the knot tomorrow are immense. The law says they can't get married because they're both the same sex. Colette French and Katie Green have been together in a relationship for 2 years. They've applied to get married at Petersfield Registration Office tomorrow afternoon. Now, gay rights campaigner Peter Tatchell explained that Katie and Colette were part of a campaign to equalise the rights of mixed-sex and same-sex couples.
The Equal Love campaign is seeking to challenge and overturn both the ban on gay civil marriages and heterosexual civil partnerships. We believe that in a democratic society, everyone should be equal under the law. So just as a gay couple should be able to have a civil marriage in a registry office, a heterosexual couple should be able to have a civil partnership.
But what would that mean? I mean, for a gay couple going through a marriage, sort of realistically, what's the difference between that and a civil partnership?
Civil partnerships are recognised by no other country in the world. But everyone knows that marriage is the universal gold standard of love and commitment. Everybody in the world knows what a marriage is, and many lesbian and gay couples feel that they want to be part of this universally recognised institution in order to celebrate and affirm their love for each other. So that's what Katie and Colette are doing at Petersfield. They're saying, we love each other and we want the recognition that goes with marriage.
Is there not a sense then that civil partnership was created in a way to give gay and lesbian couples access to the rights that married couples have, while appeasing members of the religious community perhaps who don't recognise the rights of gay and lesbian couples to marry?
This application is not about religious marriage. It's about civil marriage in a registry office. So it's got nothing to do with religion. And people are entitled to their point of view, but in a free and democratic society, no section of the community should suffer discrimination. How would we feel if the government told the black community all black couples were banned from marriage, but the government would give them civil partnerships instead? We'd call that a racist system. We'd call it apartheid, like what existed in South Africa, where there were separate laws for black and white people. Well, the distinction between civil marriages and civil partnerships is sort of a form of sexual apartheid. One law for heterosexual couples, civil marriage, and a separate law for gay couples, civil partnership. Two wrongs do not make a right.
That's Peter Tatchell speaking earlier this afternoon there. Well, let's speak to Katie Green, one of this couple who's hoping to get married at Petersfield Registration Office tomorrow. Katie, good evening to you.
Yes, good evening.
Thanks for coming on. Just talk to me a little bit about this. Why not have a civil partnership with Colette? What's the difference, as far as you're concerned, between continuing with a civil partnership and getting, in inverted commas, married?
Well, in a democracy, institutions should be open to all, and we feel that we are entitled to access the institution of civil marriage. Colette and I would personally like a civil marriage, though, because it will secure our relationship. It is the ultimate recognition of a person's love and commitment, and we feel that we're entitled to this.
Not suggesting for a second that this is right, but there are countries in the world that still have problems with homosexuality, and presumably that is part of the motivation to establish civil partnerships so that same-sex relationships can be acknowledged in the UK without causing diplomatic problems for some of these countries that aren't quite so open-minded to homosexuality.
Yes, but we live in a democracy, and our institution should reflect our society. It doesn't acknowledge the social progression that has already taken place. And also, by entering this civil marriage, we hope that we can if you like, illustrate the progression that's taken place, and perhaps this will have a wider effect globally.
Things have moved forward with gay rights very quickly over the past 10 or 15 years. Isn't there an argument to say that it might be time just to slow things down a little bit? As civil partnerships are a huge step forward. Maybe the UK isn't quite ready for same-sex marriages.
I'd say that it is ready, though. I believe social progression has taken place, and all we're asking for is the law to recognise that social progression. A recent poll revealed that over 60% of people asked were in favour of same-sex civil marriages. Also, there's growing political support as well. Leader of the Labour Party, Ed Miliband, is in favour of it, as is Nick Clegg, and the Mayor of London, Boris Johnson.
I've had a call here from Dan in Ferndown, who says that if it's all about love, then why do you need to get married? Many heterosexual couples don't get married. Is this just some kind of publicity stunt? Not
at all. Me and Colette would feel that we would like to register our commitment. It's all about personal choice, and we feel that we should have personal choice to enter the institution that would recognise our love and commitment. Civil marriage best describes our relationship, whereas other couples, gay or straight, may feel that civil partnerships best represent them, and those who do not wish to enter the institutions at all are able to do so.
All right, so you and Colette hoping to get married tomorrow. I'm sorry, this seems like quite a kind of a confrontational interview to be doing on the day before you hope to get married, but I guess that's just how it is. So what's likely to happen tomorrow? One imagines that if things continue as they stand, you won't be allowed to get married. What will that mean to you? How do things move forward? Have you got all these kind of things in place, like a wedding reception, all that kind of thing, that are going to have to be cancelled if you don't get married?
Yes, a wedding reception will have to be cancelled as part of the procedure of booking our application. Tomorrow we know we will be rejected, so we're prepared for that. Although obviously we'll still be disappointed, but it's part of the progress to challenge the segregation legally.
All right, well, Katie, I appreciate you speaking to us this evening. Thank you very much for coming on. Katie Green there, who's hoping to get married to her partner, Colette French, tomorrow in Petersfield.